one was crushed right now at 7 on PHL17. The Phils brought their bats last night. 6 home runs in a big win over the Braves in Game 3 of the NLGS. We are live at the bank.
And here's a live look outside at our PHL17 Skycam. Another dry day, but then things change. Meteorologist Monica Cryan is tracking some rain and lower temps coming this weekend.
And the popular Halloween costumes that you'll be seeing around here this Halloween, it's 7 o'clock and PHL17 Morning News rolls on right now. Good morning. It's Thursday, October 12th. I'm Jimmy Marlow. Thank you for joining us. Good morning.
And I'm Kelsey Fabian. Jimmy, how's day 2 going for you?
Day 2 is going great. I'm settling in. I feel comfortable.
Good.
Things are going well.
Well, we're happy to have you. So let's check in with meteorologist Monica Cryan. And Monica, how's day 2000 for you?
Oh, God. It's the song that never ends. It's going. No,
it's like Groundhog Day.
Love it, and yeah, it's fun to have a fresh new face, right?
Yep.
So we're enjoying it. I am off tomorrow, though, so that is good news. We've got temperatures in the mid-40s this morning to lead off with 42 in Mount Holly, 46 for those of us waking up in Coatesville. And you can actually see some locations leading off in the 30s. So, yes, we do have a bit of a chilly start to the day, but then we'll be warming it up. Some big jumps in temperatures throughout your daytime. Around 9 o'clock, mid-50s already, upper 60s at lunchtime, and low 70s all the way through the afternoon with plenty of sunshine through the day today. Not necessarily a range in temperatures. We're going low to mid 70s throughout the entire Delaware Valley, a kind of uniform look throughout the afternoon with temperatures in the 70s from Pottstown into Allentown, right at that 70-degree mark, though, 74 in Philadelphia. So you're tailgating at Citizens Bank Park under beautiful conditions, clear skies, but then remember the game's been pushed back to 8:07, and so your temperatures at that point will be a little bit cooler, temperatures in the mid 60s. Let's get it to Jenna. She's got a check of those roadways. Just have the layers.
All right, sounds good, Monica. Getting you out the door for the Thursday drive. It's a tough one out there, so let's start 95 northbound. Last go around, I showed you a really scary scene here by Cottman Avenue. A car fire was underway off to the right shoulder. Now, assistance arrived to that scene shortly after I showed you the car completely engulfed in flames, and looks like they've already put it out. So you can still see some of that white smoke coming from the vehicle that's now surrounded by police, the fire department, PennDOT. They're also in a right lane along 95 northbound, but happy to see that the fire has since been put out. Now, delays are still pretty heavy traveling up 95 northbound. Of course, it was a visual scene, so a lot of people slowing down as they were passing by. Now the right lane closed, you can see back towards Bridge Street. Some of that heavy traffic heading through the construction, so get ready for that. The travel time at 32 minutes from the Vine to Woodhaven Road. If you're heading southbound, 35 minutes. As I mentioned, it was a really visual scene, so southbound traffic slowed down by it. So right now, you'll need some more time in both directions by Cottman. Kelsey, back to you.
All right, thanks, Jenna. After more than 450 airstrikes in Gaza in just 24 hours, Israel is making final preparations for a ground assault.
The death toll since Saturday's Hamas attacks has passed 2,300, including many people at a music festival. Now, Gaza's only power plant has run out of fuel, leaving much of the area completely dark at night. Israeli leaders vow to kill all members of Hamas.
So the country has formed an emergency wartime cabinet for the duration of the campaign. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who arrived in Tel Aviv earlier this week, is expected to meet with Prime Minister Ben Netanyahu to offer what support the U.S. can provide.
Philadelphia police are investigating after an 11-year-old girl was hit with a bullet in Franklinville. Police say that the bullet struck the girl in the stomach just before 7 o'clock last night. They say it happened along the 3600 block of North 11th Street. She was taken to St. Christopher's Hospital, where she is thankfully in stable conditions, but no arrests have been made just yet.
The School District of Philadelphia is changing up some rules, and it says this is all in effort to keep students and families safe at sporting events. So the district now says backpacks and large bags are not allowed, and anyone who is younger than 15 must be there with an adult. The district is also making it so only students supporting the home or visiting team will be allowed in, and they will be checking student IDs. Also, no one will be allowed in after halftime, and if you leave the athletic complex, you cannot come back. This goes for all sporting events until the end of the fall season.
All right, it's the story of the day. Well, I guess for the next week. Hopefully it ends tonight, though. After a tough loss on Monday in Atlanta, Red October returned to Citizens Bank Park in a major way.
So that's right. The Phillies returned to South Philly, looking to take the lead in the series, and that's just what they did. We love to see it. We love to hear it. PHL-17's Tyrone Sharper is live inside Citizens Bank Park. Tyrone, you were there last night. I'm sure it's a different environment this morning, but still, the energy is there.
Yeah, it's a bit a little less quiet here right now, but I think I can still hear the echoing of the screams in the seats right now. That's how rowdy it was last night. It was certainly a fun time. That's because Red October is in full effect, and it's easy to be in full effect when your team puts up that many runs on the board, as the Phillies get a big Game 3 victory over the Braves last night. They had a lot of things go right for them, starting with their right-hander, Aaron Nola. What a performance for him. You could tell he was ready to get back to the bank after that tough 5-4 loss on Monday against the Braves. Nola would pitch just over 5 innings, allowing 6 hits and 2 earned runs, racking up those 9 Ks. He would end his day with his last K of the evening, but the Phillies also brought the bats. The fans in the seats were saying, oh my gosh, everybody's hitting tonight, and that was certainly true, as the Phils tied the postseason record for home runs in a game, going yard 6 times. They get 2 from Bryce Harper, they get 2 from Nick Castellanos, and then they get 1 from Brandon Marsh and another from Trey Turner. I think it goes without saying that the Phillies fans were happy about this performance.
There's nothing like the atmosphere in Citizens Bank Park during playoff season. Go Phillies!
Unbelievable. Bryce Harper's clutch. Everybody played really well, and Aaron Nola pitched a great game. You couldn't ask for more than that.
You definitely couldn't ask for more than that. The Phillies are back here tonight. 8:07 is the first pitch. It's Red October, but the Phillies will be in those nice powder blues, so maybe Monica will have her powder blue jersey on tonight. We'll have to see. She's definitely going to need the blanket as we hope the Phils clinch the NLCS. It's a little chilly down here. Back to you guys in the studio.
She's going to need, well, she said she's wearing a hat. She's wearing a Red October beanie, so her ears will be warm.
Good.
We got to make sure she brings the rally towel.
Yes, got to have that. And Tyrone, you need to go get some Philip lozenges, because, you know, we know you were shouting pretty hard last night.
Will do.
Thanks, Tyrone. You'll be wearing your beanie, Monica. It sounds like Tyrone, according to Tyrone, you'll need it.
Yes, and I was thinking that. I'm going to wear the beanie. Jenna says I'm going to block somebody's view, and I'm like, I'm 5'4". I'm fine. I don't think I'm blocking anybody's view. And then I don't know what else I'm going to wear. I have to think about it.
I mean, it's an all-important decision.
Are you going to take the rally towel that was sent to the station?
Oh, rally towel. I've got 2 jerseys I can wear.
You got options.
Do I wear the sweater underneath or just a long sleeve?
Take some options, and then around the 7th inning stretch, you know, just change for the last part, like the rally part of the game, maybe?
Because who doesn't love dragging their whole wardrobe into Citizens Bank Park?
At least you'll be warm.
Yes, very true, and that is key. All right, let's take a live look outside. We've got Sea Isle, a beautiful start to the morning. Oh my goodness, looking out into the ocean, the sun coming up over the horizon. It's about time. These mornings are really starting to really stay dark for a good portion now that we're heading into fall and closer to winter. So current setup, our temperatures are in the 40s. We've got lots of sunshine through the morning hours, and actually as we head into the afternoon, thanks to this high pressure system keeping all of that rain at bay. If we didn't have this high, this low pressure system would be able to move its way northward, and we'd have a really wet Thursday on hand. But we're going to keep it dry today and into Friday. The next system to impact us is now pushing through the plains, and you can see all of that rain stays off to our west throughout the day Friday, but then by Saturday in the morning hours, we may start to watch a few isolated showers move in, but the most intense, most widespread rain is going to be Saturday into the afternoon, and especially through the evening. You can see around 6 o'clock all the way through 9 o'clock. At times there could be some heavier downpours, so that's going to be your messiest weather Saturday evening. I do hope a lot of this does start to lighten up so that by our Sunday morning it'll be a little bit more isolated or scattered in nature, and then by Sunday afternoon a lot of this starts to move out, and we have have improving conditions with temperatures in the upper 50s, overnight lows back into the 40s. So unfortunately, these 70s were short-lived. We're back into the 60s and 50s by the weekend, and we keep it there as we head into the new work week with on and off rain chances on Tuesday. All right, let's get it to Jenna. She's got a check of those roadways and that traffic. Good morning, Jenna.
Monica, it's been a tough morning over the Ben Franklin Bridge. So for well over an hour at this point, I've been following major delays over the Ben Franklin Bridge heading westbound into Philadelphia. So it's a crash investigation that's underway right now. Only one lane of traffic is able to get by. So here's a look on the Camden side as people are trying to get into Philadelphia, barely moving right now. Traffic is absolutely packed over the Ben Franklin Bridge. So here's a nice view outside. The downside of Philadelphia, you can see only a few cars making their way through that crash investigation closer to Midspan. It's one lane right now able to get by. So over the Ben Franklin Bridge, it's about an 18-minute drive for a 1-mile stretch. Typically that's less than 5 minutes over the Ben Franklin Bridge. So the Walt Whitman Bridge, the Betsy Ross Bridge, those are going to be your best bets. And a really quick check at 42 northbound. Remember, there's construction out there this morning by 55, set to clear by 7:30. Kelsey, back to you.
Ooh, if you get to work from home today, you are lucky because that traffic is rough. Thanks, Jenna. Coming up in our next half hour, a new way to show your Starbucks fandom. And up next, the price of stamps is going up again. We'll keep you posted after the break.